Hello and welcome to this series on LIA, which is a type of internship for vocational education, so yrkeshögskolan in Sweden. So they usually have LIA periods, one or two, and this one is 9 weeks, and I will talk to you about this LIA period and from a company's perspective. So my company is called Engineer. And it's a startup company which we work with consulting within data science, data engineering, and within educations. We took in LIA students. And it has been really fun. And the LIA is actually ongoing. So we're just finished the first week. So we'll tell you a little bit about how the journey has gone. So let's go on here. So I wanted to make a LIA series. The first one will talk about pre and onboarding, the new programming team. Because the LIA students which I've taken into this company is from a programming background. Let's get some background information on this LIA journey in Engineer. So we have this LIA period is 9 weeks, so it's the first LIA period, and we have 3 students from the same program. They have studied a bit more than 1 year, so 1 year and around 2 months before their first LIA period of 9 weeks, and then they continue with advanced object-oriented programming, and then thesis, and finally they will go on to their second LIA period, a longer internship. So they have background in programming and AI, and the goal of this LIA or this internship is to build a library in Python. And this sounds a little bit advanced, but don't be afraid of giving the LIA students advanced topics and advanced tasks. The idea is that you provide support for them during the way so that they actually can tackle this task even if it's advanced. So let's talk about what LIA is. So LIA is internship. It's an internship in company, and usually it's 1 or 2 periods, and this is decided by the school together with the steering board, that is industry partners. And my students, they have 9 weeks in their first LIA period. They also have a second LIA period, as I said before. So LIA is good for recruitment. So you're recruiting new competences to your company. And you can tailor-make the student skills towards the company need. This is education as well. So students, they bring their skills to your team. And students learn how your company works. So it's really tailor-made. So it's education towards your company and what you're doing. So they learn in their internship what juniors usually learn when they start out a new position. So they are into real projects. So you put them into a project which you probably work on in your or there's something else you want to explore. So you put them into these projects. So students, they can work in real projects, and complex projects can be done under right supervision. So, and I will talk a little bit about the timeline for the LIA journey up to onboarding. So in this talk, I wanted to go into the preboarding and onboarding. So this is the main timeline. So the theme is preboarding and onboarding, right? So timeline, we start with this engineer, the company. They come up with a project idea, and this is before 2024. Now we're still in 2024. And then in the beginning of 2024, we headhunt the students, and I have the privilege to actually work and teach these students. So I'm teaching them in AI course and Python course. So then I headhunt the students already in the beginning. So Then there's a preboarding period. So before we start the LIA, we have a plan of what the students can learn, etc. I'll go in more to that later on. And then we have to plan a lot. What will the LIA be about? What will the students learn? What will we focus on? How is it important for the company, etc.? What is the goal of this project? So then the LIA period 1 starts, and now we are here after the first week is done. So we have just done the onboarding. So we still have 8 more weeks, so that will be really fun. So moving on to the preboarding. So the strategy for us is to let them focus on studying. So get the students familiarized with our tech stack. So in programming, we have a certain technology stack which we work with, and it's unique for us, and other companies have other stacks, other teams have other stacks, etc. But they should get familiarized with our tech stack. So then we plan for self-studying with a lot of resource materials, so they can study this on their own. And a very important part that we discussed with the students was that they decide how much time they want to use for studying. So it's not like, I know that they have a lot going on with the courses. They're studying the courses in parallel. They might maybe have some jobs beside that. So they decide how much time they want to put into this. But they are really happy that they get this preparation time, or more like so they can get both mentally prepared and like technically prepared, like what to study and what to learn. So they kind of get an idea of what the LIA, the internship, is about, and that is the plan. And also during the pre-boarding, it's I think it was really good that we did a lot of inspiration, so show them like this is what we want to build, and this can be built like this way, etc. So they get a sneak peek into the projects already. So this is before the LIA has started. And then in the first week of LIA, it's focused on onboarding and getting started. So we have here onboarding. So we start with in the first day we talked about the company culture, about how our company works, and what we should expect from each other, etc. About the team. We talked about the GitHub repo, the code base, how that will work, how the GitHub workflow will work, how we work with Agile, with Kanban. The GitHub workflow, we work with a lot of different branches, pull requests, etc., issues. So get into real development projects, CI/CD, etc. So that we describe, and we describe the Agile workflow, how that will work within this company, because it's unique for each company. Testing out the Kanban with backlog refinement, etc. Testing out different branches so that they get practical the first day. So the first day we have already been able to push different things into the code base to try it out and get familiarized with it. And then we work a lot with mob programming, so that I'm working a lot with the students the first week. So to build up a scaffold, like to help them out a lot, and make sure that they get to work and learning. So in the first week, the mob programming sessions is a lot about the study materials that they've had, so that to make sure that everyone have a baseline of the technical skills that they have studied. So they teach each other, they teach me, etc. So we're working in the team. And mob programming, there's something I can talk about a lot as well. So I may go into that in another part. And this is to build a scaffold. So we have like I'm part a lot in the beginning so that we build up a scaffold of skills, and then later on the scaffold can be released. So it's I can be away a little bit more, and the students have more freedom. They have more. They know what to do, and they are becoming more self-driven. So it's like the team becomes more self-driven. So, and the scaffolding is also related to something called near proximal development from Vygotsky. It's from pedagogics, so that you have you start from their what they are comfortable with, and then you move out a little bit of their comfort zone, and then move out, so that their comfort zone becomes larger, and they learn a lot near their comfort zone. And that has to do that is very important, that we don't put in the like very far away from their comfort zone in the beginning. So for example, if I say just like yeah, we're gonna build this Python library, yeah, that is way too hard, but however, if I'm with them and we divide the tasks, we do backlog refinement, we make sure that we build this small part, and we learn from each of these, and we do this in different mob programming sessions, and then they become more and more comfortable with this more complex tasks. So they can go into more and more complex tasks and become more and more self-driven as a team. And then we talked about schedule. So it's important they decide a lot how they will build their own schedule. So it's a lot about freedom I give them. And we talk about different roles, what type of roles they have. They are experts within certain fields. I'm more like a product owner. However, I'm more into DevOps as well, and architect as well. I also hold the agile. I take care of the agile part in the beginning, and the Kanban, and orchestrate so that everything works. But later on, the idea is that they take these tasks. So right now, they've actually already taken different roles. For example, they lead the stand-ups, and they start to lead the Kanban board, which type of task they want to take, which issues they should take, etc. So it's getting started now. And then after we have learned, it's time to implement the features for our Python library. So this is basically the onboarding, and in the next time I think I will talk about the team and building up the programming team. So do you also think that LIA is a great idea? Well, connect with me on LinkedIn and let's have a chat. I hope you found this interesting, and I hope that this can help your company in preboarding and onboarding LIA students. And with this, I would like to thank you for watching this, and see you. Bye.